This is the week of Assassins and Aspects as we're here on the Forerunner server. We're going to go over the aspects as landed on the Forerunner server and look at the new heroes who have come. And we're going to have a quick chat about the Assassin's Creed event and how we think it's going so far. So stick with us while we tell you what's going on.
How strong's that beer you're drinking then? Because you cocked up that start, didn't you?
Strong enough is the answer. I could be recording
cherry flavoured beer?
Natural.
Are you doing green cherry flavoured beer?
No, it's triple deep fried caterpillar cake. It's a stout. It's gorgeous. So we're here on the Forerunner server. I'm Victorious. This is Mystical, and there's no major patch notes coming this week to Forerunner. They have announced a patch coming to Global. I think it's coming next week.
24th.
24th. So tomorrow technically. So Tuesday morning-ish, where you get the aspects and some of the things which we've already gone over on this podcast. So there's no new things coming that we are aware of, but let's have a quick look at the aspects. So aspects we kind of talked about last week. We had a quick look at them. Here we go. Yeah, we've got your aspects. We now had a chance to play with them. We've got the Wraithbane. They did tweak it down from the original patch notes to from 100% to 80%, which is still cool. And it's kind of nice. It does this pretty cool bounce. So basically makes the Gear Raid 3 late stages quite easy, because then when he's putting out his Wraithbane, his soul sniping, it will bounce to nearby targets a couple of times. Although when they released it, it wasn't working properly. They have claimed to have packed it now. I think we're going to have to re-record my auto because it didn't look like it when I was watching the playback. And it's really cool because not only have they done these new skins for the hero with the new effects, they've actually made it work with the existing skins of the hero, which I think was a nice feature because they didn't have to do that.
And you can turn it off as well.
And you can turn it off. Not that you necessarily need to. So
just behind me, there you go. Yeah. Got pure skin mode just down over there, haven't you?
Yeah, so pure skin mode. So you can just have, regardless, go straight to whatever the skin is. So you don't have to see the effect. But what you will notice is when you have it activated, there's a kind of little marker on the character card. Pretty hard to see, but there is an indicator that an aspect is enabled on the border. And obviously the other aspect, which is kind of cool, it's not going to let me do it, is it? So the other one is Valkyra. Valkyra is kind of fun because it also comes with a little cutscene. I can find her again. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh.
She has a little oh, you ditched the game. There you go.
Yeah. So here we go. So this is Valkyra. This is Everwinter Air. So she's got two modes. This one now, the base effect, it says here that it expands her attack range during the ultimate and inflicts one stack of Winter's Bite on the target. That's fine. If you've got her A1, you still get a 1 tile increase on that. But it changes the skill as written so that she doesn't consume the shield. No, she will consume the shield. She will increase her attack range, but she will not extend her range by 1. You said that there was an issue with her damage not working, increasing either.
No. I say her damage drops a little bit, but I think I think she goes from being, at the moment she hits up to 8 single targets, doesn't she? Something like that.
Yeah.
Whereas I think in her aspect form, she goes to pure AoE, so there is a small drop in damage, but she does hit I believe she hits more targets, although it's not 100% easy to actually check how many targets she is hitting.
Yeah, but this Everwinter Air aspect is pretty fun. For
fantastic,
it's really, really solid control, and
because that Winter's Bite goes on so quickly.
Yeah,
3 stacks of that is 3 hits, and she stuns and she stops everyone dead for 2 seconds.
Yeah,
it goes on surprisingly quickly, and she's AoE, so she's hitting it. I mean, it's just brilliant. Do you think she'll make a play in GvG?
Maybe not coming back. Well, she
Are
might
we going
come
to see
back to
Winter's
GvG
Bite teams?
Because she then does bring back the revive mechanic, which is one from a couple of seasons ago, which was incredibly frustrating. But with Oren on the field, it's hard to fit her in.
I got King Hearts instead of Oren.
But,
is he as good for this system or not?
But it does make her more. It does make her fit more synergistically with the Northerners in general. Obviously, more Northern bites, more freezing. That works really well with Boreas, who's just moved into the Northern faction. And whenever someone freezes, he gets to do bonus damage to them. So there's lots of better synergy on that. She does have a nice little cutscene here where she picks up this sword and she gets this frost aspect affecting her. And her other one, which doesn't come available until an event on the 21st of September, which is after the described duration of the Assassin's Creed event. You'll be able to get this one. I think it's something really stupid, like just logging in.
I think it was a login reward both for her and Silas.
No, the Silas one you have to
September.
do the Engravers exhibition.
Oh yes, sorry,
one,
yes.
Where it's basically you log in, you do your dailies, you get the pickaxes, and then you get the stamps and you just stamp them and do them. But yeah, really straightforward. This Everwinter's Air is challenging in the fact that you have to have unlocked every single faction stage to 15. But once you get it, it's a really big.
With the exception of
the Arbiters.
Chaos, isn't it?
Yeah, Chaos and Arbiters.
Yeah, and that's coming Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah, so that'll be really nice when it lands on global. I did have a quick play around. You can use her. You could try and use her in a GvG. Sorry, in an arena AOE arena team. So you could have her, I don't know, behind where you'd have a Valkyra, and then you could use that to control the enemies coming in, because it's a really big range with the AoE. There's lots of control there, which means you've got more opportunities for your other DPS units to take out the exploding units before they reach them. So you don't even need a healer, and then you've just got that extra DPS and going on. And because she's an extra Arbiter, then again you're powering up the Lord skill from the Arbiters as well. So I mean, her other aspect is very much more focused on Radiant Erosion. Would work really, really well with Oren, because then if there's got Radiant Erosion on, she's either dealing 40% true damage or 100% true damage. Really, really strong. Okay. I think that's kind of all I really wanted.
How's your summoning go?
My summoning was pretty good. I picked up a couple of copies of Ajax, so I took him to A3. In terms of Eivor, I got 3 copies of Eivor and the free one. So
natural A3.
Natural A3. I did have to cash in the whatever it is, the pity points.
Resonance
points. Yeah, the resonance points. But my Valkyra was A5 before I started summoning, so I had absolutely nothing to lose summoning on this banner.
What do you think about the new claiming the 200 limited? You a fan? Not a fan?
I don't really have a problem with it. I mean, apart from the fact I missed it, I nearly missed it on on Kassandra. I thought I got it. I just lost track of where I was. Whereas on this one, it doesn't matter too much. Yes, I mean, some people say you can't do pity manipulation. Which, well, yes, you can, because you still always had to summon 200 on the banner. Up to 200 on the banner to get the free unit. And now you still do, but rather than it being the 200th one that you summon, it's just available after 200, which I suppose might work to your advantage, but it depends where you were in your pity before it comes in. If you were fresh off pity because you've done pity manipulation, then it's pretty good. And it doesn't affect your pity manipulation. It doesn't affect your pity count. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think I preferred when the Dracula event had it as a separate thing, or the traditional at 200. It's just your 200th summon. It doesn't really bother me because it's still there. You can still do your pity. What are your thoughts? You've clearly got thoughts on this.
Yeah, I've sort of gone backwards and forwards over it, really, to be honest. I think now I'm in the camp of I prefer it, I think, now. But you do have to watch what you're doing. And like you say, you can still do pity manipulation. If you're summoning on this banner and you hit 180 summons, do you want to carry on this banner, or do you want to swap over to the other one because you're going to pick that one up anyway? But if you're pushing for things like A3 because that's a niche power spike for her, then absolutely you can go for it. I suppose the other advantage is things like if you do 3 summons on here. So if you summoned 200 and got Crash and then did another 200 and got, I don't know, Valk. If you did another 200, you're then guaranteed Malvira or either then, aren't you? Whereas on the old system, you'd have picked up one of the banner heroes, so you wouldn't qualify for that. So I suppose that's something going in its favour.
I guess it.
So
I guess
I sort
that's
of like that part of it.
Yeah, they've made it work with their systems, especially the resonance points. So it's actually they've tried to make it more friendly to the player, but at first glance, it doesn't look as friendly. Because I mean, I know I picked up 1 copy of Malvira on the Divines, at which point it was like, well, I might as well just go for it on blues because even if I miss, I hit. So
this is what I had the weekend before with Valk and Valletta Vane. I picked up a Valk and then thought, well, I'm going to go again then, because if I pick up another Valk, because I picked one up on Divines, I thought, well, if I pick her up on blues, then I'm a win because I can swap them in for. In fact, I picked up Valk again, which was good news, because otherwise, if I picked up Valletta Vane, I would have missed out on 100 tokens.
Yeah, and that's the other thing about resonance points is you still get the hero. So you can say, oh, well, it's already A5, so I can sell it. So in my case, I got 200 tokens and an A3 Eivor. So, I mean, that was a really good trade for me. And get Ajax to A3, Nyx to A4.
Are you going to pick up the crystal from the shop then before the week runs out?
The crystal to get... no, I don't think so.
You don't want to push her to A5?
I mean...
Oh, he's tempted now.
No, I don't really use her enough. I'd be more tempted in that Demi Soulstone coming back. Thank you very much.
Well, you're saving hard for that then, aren't you?
I think I'm on about 3,000 at the moment, so it's not like too hard. 3,200.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah. I had a couple of Twin Fiend spares come in, so that really boosted my figures on that. So there we go, Awakening Shop, 3,800.
Yeah.
So
Limey, yeah.
Could just
I would hold and then save for whatever lord it is you want then. Yeah.
Because I think it's 4,000 for a lord or something. So yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so Eivor is looking really, really strong. She works really, really well in the Alistair Codex. I had a really good run, and I got a really solid score. I spent the best part of a day at the top of the leaderboard. But I think, well, I've just been now beaten by people with stronger awakenings than me. And she's just able to hold one side of the board on her own, which is just an incredible feat. I mean, she only really starts to struggle when her healer goes down, and no matter how much HP I put on Leia, she just falls over. So a bit of a design flaw there, Leia, in a healer. You're not doing your job strongly enough. I mean, the alternative is to get rid of Gretchen and to use someone else, so I can put more support over this side to help keep Leia alive. But yeah,
it's not happening for you, no?
No. But I think this codex, which was, well, I think my first try was an absolute disaster. I think it's called 158,000. Getting the assassins really made a big difference to being able to push a lot further in the content. So yeah,
Gretchen seems a bit of a must, though.
I don't think so.
She's getting a lot of play, isn't she?
She's getting a lot of play. But let's just dive into the leaderboard, because I mean the scores are not as high as on global, but the basic principle is remaining, and there is. While Gretchen is useful, she isn't completely required, and there's definitely evidence that it's possible to get a top score without using her. He says, fine. Oh no, that one did have Gretchen. Oh, that one has Gretchen. Okay, fine. Here we go. No, that one's got Gretchen as well. I'm sure there was one without Gretchen. I saw. Fine.
Okay. Nowhere near the top.
No, but Chaddy did a video with a number of substitutions, including one for Gretchen. And I thought I saw one with Astriel and I didn't realize he had Gretchen in that team. But yeah, there are some substitutions. Gretchen is quite good because she does so much boosting of crit damage and boosting of rage regen. So it is a useful unit to have in your team. I think if you've got higher Awakening Rygar, then yeah, that's definitely the way to go. I tried Rygar, I just couldn't get a score anywhere near as high as the one I was getting with this setup. And I surprisingly, even though I've got like an A2 Kanan, I couldn't get him to work in a useful fashion either. So I'm obviously not quite using him right either. So there's definitely potential that I'm missing out of in that team. But there's more units who are viable. Anyone who can dual target. So Kanan's able to target both the boss and the spawns. And as soon as, because the spawns seem to need to be hit in order to start weakening them, if you can dual target, you can bring them down at the same time. So, but yeah, Destined and Chaddy, you've got some really good videos out there, and I'm sure other content creators have, but they're the two that I've seen, which kind of go through sort of some team compositions to really help push your scores. Chaddy's definitely had some substitutions, including for Gretchen. So, but Awakenings do play a difference because, as I say, once you get that,
as always,
A3, A5 on Kassandra, the ability to jump up makes a real difference.
A5 Kassandra, blimey.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. Nice if you can afford it, but out of my price range.
Might have just been very lucky on the pools. Might be free to play.
It's possibility. Unlikely, but possibility. The Assassin's Creed event. Yeah, so the Assassin's Creed event is this round of the Assassin's Creed event is due to go on until the 19th of September. We do know from various information that the devs have released that over the next 3 weeks, very definitely the next 2 weeks, we have confirmed banners for Ezio and Bayek coming next weekend. And
next weekend, isn't it?
Yeah. The weekend after is as yet undefined. The devs have made it clear that there are 2 more heroes associated with this event who are going to be coming. Again, they have not given confirmed dates for those, and more information is starting to circulate, official or otherwise, in relation to those 2 units. So do keep an eye out, because I'm sure the people on the test server will provide information as soon as they are able. But I have a feeling that they're under lockdown. They're under NDA for another week, so you're not going to see anything really coming out in relation to those for another week, which, as we made a point of saying last week, that if you're going to be announcing secret heroes, people need to know, because there's a limit to the number of free summons that are available. And if Ezio del Norte is going to be on Ancients, it would be helpful to know so people can plan their summons. So, yeah.
So what's the summoning this weekend?
So there is a limited run on Bayek, who is the Assassin's Creed AoE fighter.
Piercer types. Piercer?
Yes.
Fighter, is he? I thought he was Piercer, wasn't he?
Piercer, correct, sorry. He's going to be who you use on your Gear Dungeon 3 runs on the left-hand side. If you go down that way. Very good at doing some big AoE explosions. So if you're lacking in that area, or you don't have any of the other meta units that you could place down there, such as Nyx, such as Kai, such as Van Helsing, if you're around for both runs of the Dracula event, there's he'll be another option to put over there. I imagine he'll be pretty good in the Pelagios Codex, because he'll be able to execute low health enemies, and more AoE units for that codex is always welcome, because that's where they really shine. So, and you kind of need 6 units to really show off in that event. So yeah, I think he's the weakest of the announced units. I have picked up Ezio. I know some people are going that he's weak because he's a single target fighter, but it's like, yeah, but he cycles his ultimate really quick. He's an assassin. He's literally designed to be up right next to his unit, his target, in order to kill them. So I think from a lore perspective, it makes perfect sense. And he can jump
the size
around.
of those daggers, you've got to be fairly close to someone, ain't you?
Yeah. But the point is, he can jump up, he can execute someone. If he triggers his ultimate, he can execute 2 people. And he's got pretty good survivability. So he does he does health regen up to 2% per second.
Damage reduction. And if he loses his lethal instincts, he gets to trigger an assassinate on someone. So it's all about being right up in someone's face and attacking and counter-attacking, which, if you've played the Assassin's Creed games, is pretty much how you play the game. You get up in someone's face, you dodge the attack, you stab them in the neck. So, yeah, I think they've taken the concept of Assassin's Creed and they've put it really well into this. And I think from some of the screenshots that they've shown about the fact that there's going to be an opportunity to play with that mechanic in a tower defense game, which I think is going to be an interesting thing to play in some of the events that are coming up. So I think that'll be something to look forward to. Are you going to summon for him this weekend?
I'm currently sitting on 140 Ancients. I am going to go for a copy, which might sound insane.
Because you don't have to, do you? You don't have to go for him.
No,
because where did you get your copy from?
So I got my copy from doing the quests. I just basically looked through the challenge quests, and it was things like do so many gear runs, forge so much gear, do enhance so many pieces of gear. And I basically just like looked for the easy ones to push me up to the 30 threshold here. And I've achieved those, and so I've got him out early. But in a day's time, you're going to get another copy. So you get another copy from the login event for Sunwood Oath. So tomorrow, I'm going to get another copy, go straight to A1. If I summon 90 on the banner, I will get him to A2. If during my summoning on the 90, I get a copy of him, I will go to A3. So, and his A3...
So you can get A1 for free then.
A1 for free. And
so for a younger account, push to get Cass.
Yeah.
Pick him up for free. Save any other ancients for possible future ones that haven't been given dates yet.
Indeed. Yeah. But there is a very, very strong possibility that sometime between, let's say, the 30th and the 28th, 29th of August and the 19th of September, that there are 2 more units coming, one of whom is supposedly ancient and one of whom is supposedly likely to be on the blues. So
that's what, the 5th of September, the 12th of September then, isn't it? That's what we're saying, that weekend.
2 more weekends within the defined summon period which they have given for this event. But yeah, I think there's a lot of people who are feeling that he's an easy skip or he's the weakest. And for me, I think Bayek is probably the weakest. And it's just
the weakest on ancients. Is that what people take in then, are they?
I think so. And I think it's the fact that he is a one-tile fighter and that reduces his flexibility. But again, he's got so much, he's got that survivability built into his kit. He's going to be looking to do lots of assassinates. He's going to be jumping around the pitch. Yeah, and the assassinate is like base is 400%. It stacks with Creed up to another 50% on top of that, so 450% attack damage. So even if the unit is not an elite unit, it's doing massive damage to them.
Yeah.
And if it's on, you can get if the unit is gone a low level, you can trigger these kill streaks and just build on it. So you can kill 2 units pretty quickly. So I don't know. I think he's got some potential on paper. And I think he's going to be one that's going to overlook. Yes, he's not going to be the next GvG meta unit, but there's going to be some content in the game where he's going to be really good. Especially
Dungeon 3?
Maybe Gear Dungeon 3. I mean, Eivor is going to be an absolute star in Gear Dungeon 3, as is Kassandra, because they can dispel those shields and they're able to whittle down groups of targets quite effectively. I think I've seen...
where else? So higher levels in Tower of Deception as well.
Yeah.
That'd be quite handy there for younger accounts. I assume older accounts have already cleared it, but younger accounts certainly going up there. There's lots of little places where an offensive dispel is quite handy, isn't there?
Yeah,
maybe
definitely.
we're starting to see less oh blimey. Oh, the fighter who came out who dispels everything by jumping around doing sweeping strikes.
Higiri,
that's it. Brian.
What's in your tea?
Yeah.
Eh? How much alcohol's in your tea? You rizzing me about drinking alcoholic
I know I
beer.
should be. Yeah, I should. Too much house renovation at the moment. Still nearly done. Nearly there now.
So he's
too many
huffing
long
paint fumes,
sleeveless nights.
everybody.
Yeah, might well be. I tell you, blimey. Wednesday, all done. Boom, that's it. Moving in.
Yeah.
So I like him. I think he's good. Certainly on paper, I think he's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's got potential. I can't really say right now where I'm going to use him, but for the opportunity to get a hero to a very low cost A3, yeah, I'm going to take that.
Well, you'll get A2 for 90 summons, won't you?
Yeah.
Where's his power spike? They keep putting that at A3 nowadays, don't they?
They
That
do
seems
seem to be the real power spike on A3. So his base level, he gets every 12 seconds he enters this Lethal Instinct, which is when he gains a damage reduction and restores max HP and does the rage regen. So if he's not attacking someone, he's going to be shooting up towards his ultimate. If he gets attacked, he'll counterattack and trigger and assassinate. But at A3, that then becomes a 6-second interval.
Okay.
And every time he goes into the ultimate, he'll trigger Lethal Instinct. So in the ultimate, he triggers an assassinate, and then he's going to basically trigger another assassinate if he executes another hero. And if someone manages to hit him in that, there's an opportunity for a third assassinate. There's a 30% chance for his attacks to become another assassinate. So he's got an option to do quite a lot of damage in that period. That's good. And he can jump around a lot and do a lot of damage. So I think there's people find places to use him. I think the assassins and the artifact material raid is going to be a place where there's going to be lots of fun to be had with these guys.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right there. That is going to be somewhere we're going to see him. We'll have to wait and see. I'm sure some people with some big brains will come up with some very nice ways to use him.
Yeah, I was talking to Almighty Sword, who's another content creator, and he's very, very good at looking at game modes and coming up with interesting ways to break them. And I suggested that he looked at doing the assassins versus the artifact material raids. So I've set him that challenge. So I'll be looking forward to see if he's able to come up with something.
Yeah, I think he will.
Right.
Yeah, hero for almost free, really. Well, for free to get him to A1 and 90 to get him to A2. And then one soul stone and you've got into a nice power spike. I think that's remarkably good.
Obviously, people are starting to see the effect of the Wasteland Titan in the GvG. There are not many defenses which are free from him, but the Chaotix are having an incredibly hard time from him. Seen so many more teams bringing in a cleanse unit, such as Somi or Rivenhold, and I think that's going to be the way forward for the near future. Healer. I think.
Yeah.
Just someone to help deal with those slams, or someone to dispel those stuns.
Sluggishes.
Those sluggishes. So you're going to see a lot more from that side of things this season. But I do think that the season 15 unit, these guys are going to be used everywhere, because as soon as they die, they're putting sluggish on the unit, which kills them. And they're cheap, and they're just going to be able to be used against absolutely every team. We always say that we never know how these units are going to be able to be used, but if you need to bait ultimates, then you send these guys in, because they will eat the ultimate and start slowing down the attacking team by 20%.
Well, there's three of them, isn't there?
At level 5. At level 5, you get plus. So yeah.
So have you been using them? Have you?
Yeah, I've been using them. I think they're a fun unit to get out there and use as a single target bait. And the other one you can use, and I know this is going to come as a shock to Mystical because we were joking about these guys, is these guys aren't bad either, especially if you're going against a Drac team, because he can only take 20% of their attack each time rather than getting one hit from an A5 Drac and dying. It will take 5 hits from an A5 Drac for each of them, and there's 3 of them, so it takes him more hits to go round, so they can get further around the board and maybe trigger some other ultimates while they're going in. But they're still not a great unit. They're still should have been an epic.
They're a legendary, aren't they? They are pricey to do up, aren't they?
Yeah,
they are pricey.
They're not.
So what other new legendaries are getting any gameplay then? Any or none?
So I've seen some interesting things from these guys, these giant golems.
What's their range then? Is their range different then? Is it
5 tiles, I believe. Details. There we go. I believe it's 5 tiles.
So they've got the same as those other granite ones, and haven't they?
Yes, but they will prioritize platform targets over ground units.
So that's the same as the other granite ones as well, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the granite archers, but these are legendary versions
really
of them. Is that?
Yes.
Apply the sluggish again.
Level 5, they will apply level 5. They'll apply the sluggish, and then they just get more survivability at 3 and 7.
Okay.
So a little bit more expensive, and you still only get 1 of them, but they do hit hard, based on what I've been told by some people who have them. What the other 2 were used? I've seen these guys. I still can't quite work out how and why you would use them. So these guys, they go in, they die, and then they're invulnerable for 5 seconds, and they're immune to slow. Oh, sorry, they're immune to everything except slow.
Yeah.
And yeah,
they've got a massive attack. Their attack is triple S, isn't it?
Attack is triple S. They've got quite a lot of HP. They get in there. I think the idea is that they get in really close and they do a big attack. But considering you're going
on the healers,
yeah,
okay,
I think that's the idea.
Okay.
And if you
I'll take your word for
level 5, you reduce your attack interval by 30%, which I think is an interesting concept, but I think I'd have to see it in practice to get a feel for it. On paper, it doesn't
That's a lot of void cores to put into someone if they're not going to be used all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know what your luck's been like in the chest, away. But I had the 2 last week, and then I just had to spend all of my demon currency on getting the captain, because I could just see what chaos he was going to cause.
Yeah, so pretty much the same, although I'm holding my chest from that event until I get the other 2 that I need. And then when there's 1 left, I will use that chest for whichever one I need.
Yeah.
So are they getting used anywhere, these ones?
I think these guys are going to get some use. I think their only challenge is going to be their HP pool is lower than the others. But the fact that they can hit 3 targets in a row. So if they get held up by a Wukong, for example, then they're going to be hitting Wukong and the tank.
And the Wukong stood behind.
And exactly. They're going to be hitting the clone, the tank, and the Wukong behind. They're supposedly hit like an absolute truck, so they're going to at least take a life off the Wukong, or they're going to expend the monkey business off him, which again is one of that second life mechanics that you're trying to fight all the time. And I don't know. I think they could be used if you get them to the right level. I think the fact that they become immune to CC at level 5 is going to be what saves them. But that, again, it's
Maybe,
slow,
yeah.
which always hurts everybody.
Maybe. Who else we got new? Anyone else you've seen?
No, not him. He's just trash.
No.
The daggers and so we've got the daggers, but too expensive, too weak, too much of everything. Too many things wrong with them, I think, to use cleverly.
Okay, these
guys,
ones?
I think they have some potential, especially if you could use them in conjunction with someone like the sluggish guys, because you can slow down the heals and then you're reducing the healing amount. But you've got to then get someone right up to the front line with these guys. They then get past, and then you're kind of looking at ways of taking people out. But
are any of them useful now? Because you said earlier that people are bringing a cleanser healer along.
Yeah, that is
all your
true.
good work going to be cleansed off? So you've got to look for someone who hasn't brought a cleanser with them, haven't you?
Yeah. But these guys just put out so many different random debuffs now that this, I said it last week and I'll say it again. The faction here is just completely directionless. It's like, we don't know what to do. Well, we want to inflict debuff. Okay, well, which faction are we going to put them in? Oh, well, they don't fit that one. They don't fit that. Well, let's just put them in this one. Because they've got the Mortal Kiss, they've got the invisibility, they've got rage regen reduction, they've got anti-heal reduction, they've got personal damage reduction.
None of it's working.
Not to any significant. I mean, Maria's very, very good was very good last season at keeping people alive. The setup now with Oren and Valkyra in the towers, which is just so powerful because they just triggers one another's passives so well. And yeah, it's interesting times, I think, in GvG. I think.
Oh, I'd make a change.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty brutal at the moment. People come up with mechanics to get around things, but at the moment, it's you're either attacking a brick wall or you're finding something which you're walking straight past, and I don't think that's what the developers intended. I think they wanted to try and balance it a bit more so that there was always a rock, paper, scissors. And
wing and a miss.
It's not quite there at the moment. It's basically if you don't have the right awakenings on your demons now, because not only you've got to work on the awakenings for your heroes, you've got to work on awakenings for your demons. That you can't push the threshold. Because I was speaking I was brainstorming an idea with someone, and they were like, unless you've got this particular captain at level 3, then you've got no chance. And it's like, yeah, that's a long way off.
That's not easy to do, is it?
No. I mean, yeah, I could take him up. I could put one captain crystal in and get him to level 2, but that's still another 80 shards away from getting him to level 3.
Yeah.
And he doesn't drop easily from Gear Raid 1. I mean, I know I've got two lots to serve, two gear sets to farm now in Gear Raid 1. I'd happily tell you about the new gear sets, but I was discussing before we started recording that I have so far managed to get one piece of one of the new 2-part sets.
Yeah.
And it's not even that good. No,
it's not. Nothing from Drake's Fire. Okay.
Drakefire. So Drakefire is plus each time burning is successfully inflicted on an enemy, increases damage by 1% for 5 seconds, increasing up to 10 times. It has been suggested that could be put onto a healer in which someone in the team is inflicting burning, and it could potentially be linked. Yet to be tested, but regardless, it's plus 30% attack. So considering
Yeah.
the warrior is plus 25%. If you're looking for that extra bit of attack on, for example, your Diao-Chan, extra 5% on there looks like a good start. So
the other thing is that has got the collab symbol on it, isn't it? These new gear sets have got the collab symbol on them.
it does. So it's got the collab for the Game of Thrones on it, and one of the codes that came out right at the beginning of the Assassin's Creed event was Stark 2026. Now, there's no.
Is that where you're
references.
saying that Grey Fangs come from?
Well, that's quite clearly a direwolf. So,
no way.
I mean,
Are you
it's
saying
pretty
that's
much
from
the
House
symbol of
Stark?
House Stark. Yeah, pretty much the symbol of House Stark. And yeah, it's. Are the devs hinting that Game of Thrones is coming to global?
I don't know. Where would you say? What are they? A tier 2.5? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, they're not amazing. This is very, very niche. I think you could have some fun with some of the assassins because of the fact that when they kill an enemy, you get additional penetration. So I think that might help with some of the chain effects from killing it units.
Well, that's just an Infernal Roar set, isn't it? Because it's basic attack damage.
Yeah, but it's what counts.
So all those heroes that have got basic attack, all those heroes that we use our Infernal Roar on, like your Silases, your Setrams, that sort of thing, are gonna be rocking this really well, aren't they? But check, see where the basic attack damage is and what's happening with it. Easiest way is to either look, if you trust the game, failing that, put them in a run with Valkyra.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you can see.
Yeah. Yeah, so my farming has not been massively successful. I do have a very aggressive gear filter on, but even so, I've managed to just about scrape together a 3-piece set with a crit damage piece. So on the right units, that could be interesting, but it does involve giving up faction variants on at least. I couldn't get a faction variant on that, but I could get a variant bangle maybe. So
yeah.
So these guys are in Gear Raid 3 of all places. So we would kind of, again, we were joking about. Yeah. Gear Raid 3. So Gear Raid 3 is now the most overpowered DPS farming place. And Gear Raid 1 has obviously got the 2-part sets in it.
So skip Gear Raid 2?
Yeah, as I say, I think it's got the more interesting demons, but some of the more interesting, not that anyone uses the healers anymore, but it had the Infernal Clerics and the Chaos Shamans. I have seen those guys being used to help bait / provide survivability to units going up against Jezebel teams. But yeah. And the Pharaohs. The Pharaohs were a classic for a long period of time, but it's got the Lightning Guards and the Fools. So if you want to farm for the Fool, you have to do Gear Raid 2. So
put some of the new Legos in there. There we go. That'll liven it up, won't it?
They do need to make more of the Demon Soldiers farmable because there's too much RNG involved. I know the Demon Soldier shop was designed to reduce it, but you get so few points.
How many chests do you get a week?
I don't know, maybe.
What can you get? 10 a week? Can you top?
Dozen or so, yeah. And that's if you're like buying them from everywhere that's available. So like the Awakening shop, you're buying the 3 that are in the Awakening shop. You're buying the ones in the guild shop. No, they aren't in the guild shop. There's a couple in the dungeon shop that you could buy. I mean,
Yeah.
technically, you could spend them from the demon shop, but that seems kind of
Counterproductive
backwards.
while you're trying to save up for
yeah.
the new Demon Soldier. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just so difficult to get points that you don't really want to be spending anything to get anything else.
Because you only get
out of it.
what'd you get? 10 or is it 10 on a run? On a guild war attack? It's
No,
10 for a loss and 30 for a win, is that right?
No, so you mean
Am I thinking of guild points?
No, that's season.
Am I thinking of guild points? Yeah.
You're thinking the season rewards. So here we go.
So none for the match.
None for the match, but you might get an epic shard. And
Terrific.
So ranking rewards. Here we go. Season rewards.
You can get
There
some
you go.
chests.
So that's the season rewards, and guild
You get
and a
chest.
match reward.
Okay.
You get up to 6 chests, but then you get 1 full chest and you get 6 shards of another.
Oh, blimey. Okay.
So it's plus whatever ones you get from during the week for competing. So but it's a bit of a mess at the moment, I think it's fair to say. Demon Soldiers balance and availability of units is a real issue, and the shop, while it's a start, they need to make these points easier to get or adjust the points in here to make them
Or
more
ditch
achievable.
GvG. Yeah.
They're not going to ditch GvG. Sorry, not going to happen.
Yeah. What was wrong with having obstacles in, like we do when we do the endless assault and things like that?
I don't know. I really liked having the bombs in that, and they should have taken my idea and put the bombs in. That would have been much more fun.
There you go. Yeah. There we are.
Still there, still in my videos, devs. Check it out.
How old is that? Is that 2 years old now, is it?
Yeah, probably about 2 years. Right. So coming up next week, we have nothing more on the Realm of Gods until that's a week on Monday. So a week on Monday we've got before the next phase of the event becomes available, which seems insane. If you're not aware, there is currently a single target challenge going on for the Jackal Necropolis. If you come and do a single unit challenge on this game mode, and if you go to the main Discord, there is an opportunity to post your highest damage score on there. It looks like if you have an awakened Kassandra, you can post some pretty good scores. If not, then your fallback is Kagiri, some Wukong, and I have seen some interesting results coming out of Valderon, which is kind of surprising considering he spends most of his time trying to kill himself during his ultimate. So there's going to be some interesting things to happen. It'll be interesting to see what people do. I think the highest I've seen was over 150,000. So
okay, wow, doing well.
If you are struggling in this event, if you just lay your players out in a checkerboard fashion with like a tile between them, with an AoE healer such as Nerissa or Percy, then you are laughing because it just becomes ridiculously easy.
Yeah.
Or you could probably even put Aelin in the middle. You might be able to get away with Sadie, but things are then a little bit closer. And but yeah, it's not too difficult. The biggest challenge is dealing with the exploding carrion that come charging towards you. But I think on my nightmare, I scored 450,000, and I saw someone post a video like, I scored 300,000. I was like, mate, great. I haven't done the video yet, but yay. It's like,
no. You need to get 90,000 and you're good to go, and you can do it like WORxAC.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the time the developers make these very, very accessible to new players, and this event is so friendly to new players because all the story mode is
new player friendly,
baselined to having no gear. So it's all this. Everything is like that. Everything is basically just set to
levels. You don't even have to have maxed out heroes or promoted heroes. As long as you've got the hero, when you put them in there, their levels are maxed out. Promotions are all done for you, and skills won't be done. I think that's right, isn't it? Something like that. And then the gear and artifacts and Pantheon bonuses and bonded skills are already done as well. So absolutely fantastic if you have a younger account.
So you don't have gear, you don't have artifacts, you don't have bond skills. So that does make some very strong friendly heroes very weak, but at the same time, it does level the playing field so that everyone's got the same sort of heroes. The hardest stage is very much this one, but for those of you who didn't manage to complete it in one run, then they have introduced a save system here, so that I believe if you reach 66% health, then you get the first save. If you reach 30% health, you get the second save, and you can then restart with the full timer from that point.
And coins.
And coinage. Okay, well, that's good.
So your first fight starts off as 0 coins, doesn't it, I think, and then builds up as it normally does. But when you start from a saved point, you get 100 coins or whatever it is.
Right.
To start. So that's quite nice as well. So
because if you're doing this is a straight fight from a fight, I found it was much harder than the actual challenge stages because I had no currency, and it was just literally just like waiting for the currency to come so I could place my next hero and do more damage.
Because it's not designed to be done like that.
Well, I didn't know
use
that.
Use the save points. Use the save points.
They give me a challenge, they say beat it up, and so I did. I blame the developers. So there is much more to come on this event. There's this whole game mode here, which is still to come, and we will see. But I think the events are going to have been pretty good. Reminder that Tya's Marketplace is available. You can get to it from the shop. It looks like the developers in Smile 1 have... I wouldn't say they're no longer promoting Smile 1 as their primary non-US purchase area. They're now promoting this. Tya Marketplace. The event, they've a whole load of bundles here that you can come. So
that choice one, that's limited to the Tya Market, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I think because it lets you, they can do the choices on here. So if you've got £35 or $35 to spare, the ability to get 10 ancients is an incredible price, because they kind of a single ancient is about £5 by their own metrics. So here you're getting you're getting 30, 10 for the cost of 7 basically, and some other stuff thrown in.
So probably hammers and stamina, I would say.
Yeah, hammers and stamina. Don't get the gold, because the gold is complete joke. It's an insult. That should have been two days.
You can get an extra 600,000 gold when the patch drops from monthly quests. So there's been 2 new monthly quests added, and they contain 300k gold each. I think it's due. I forget what it is now. Try and quickly see if I can find it wherever it was. It's about somewhere. I forget where I put it. I don't know. But yeah. Clear faction trials on any difficulty 20 times, and then Titanic Ruins 4 times. And then
so
you'll
in
get
2 weeks you can get the faction. You can get the Titanic Ruins ones. Not very hard.
Yeah.
Actually, no. 4 times. That's 1 week because you're going to do 2 on Matrix and 2 on the standard Apocalypse challenges.
Yeah. So it's an extra 600k gold a month. But
yeah,
there you go.
That's not bad.
But actually, while I'm on monthly quests, here we go. Monthly quests and Immortal Codex no longer align. So make sure. So right, you're in a prime place. Here we go. Scrolling down. So you have got 20 something days. Oh, you've got what? 9 days, haven't you?
Yeah.
Now you see, if you come over to the Immortal Codex. In 9 days, you've done all of these.
Yes.
So you may not go back to the trial mode now. You may not bother with that. But if you don't do it in 9 days, you won't be able to claim your F. You'll fall out of sync with it because these do not line up with your monthly quests anymore. So make sure before the Immortal Codex drops out, you go back in and check your monthly quests. And if need be, rerun one to get an F. There you go.
Yeah, I keep wanting to redo Arbiter of Frost, but all the top scores at the moment are running Violetta Vane teams.
Did you not get her?
No, I didn't get her.
She was really good. She helped out my team no end.
That's fine. I've got 2 copies of Ajax. I'll survive.
I don't know where I ended up. I think I just got into the top 100 or something like that, but I don't know whereabouts.
It's
maybe
the score. So I've got like a 371,000. 3,717,000. So 3.7 million, and the top scores are nearly 1 billion. So, and I imagine on global there are probably higher still, but it's the scores on this have kind of got a little bit nutty from I think what the developers intended, and I think that Violetta Vane had a lot to do with that because she plays really, really well with burns, and especially when you're throwing in a Nye who extends burn times, and she extends burn times and does bonus damage to when things are on fire, and he does add bonus damage when things are on fire. So yeah, and
she's got her exclusive to do it, hasn't she, to up fire damage?
She's now got an artifact as well to add to the fun on that.
I met a Nye. She's got an exclusive, hasn't she?
Yes. So
there it is.
Increases all burning damage on the field by 35%. So yeah, absolutely crackers in that content.
It's brilliant, really, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's plenty of fun and games to be had, and then there's all the other infernal units who have come to the game board. So you've got Kanan as well, who does burning, and if you put him in the right position, he's going to be doing his internal fire, so he'll be healing, so he'll be keeping his ultimate up longer, and he'll just be able to go crazy as well. So there's plenty of opportunity to have fun with those guys as well. So yeah, you could probably even get you could try and get Gretchen in, but she likes to kill herself because she's chaotic. But you could work around that, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. But yeah, if you can get his inner fire going, you can extend his ultimate form. So you can basically keep him in permanent ultimate, and he'll do loads and loads of damage for your team. So yeah, plenty of fun and games to be had on that. I really prefer this aspect of him. Sorry, not aspect. This skin of him to his this skin.
Yeah,
I don't know why I bought. I did buy this one. I shouldn't have bought it. It's not as good as this one. Because I think it's nice to have the 2 modes of him. Although I kind of wish that his he looked like that all the time rather than going from one to the other during the game.
Yeah.
Right. Anything else to discuss? Loads and loads of stuff. There's the Assassin's Trial, which was was the web event, which kind of worked but kind of didn't work. I'm pretty sure that even though I'd answered most of the things, I didn't get the border for some reason. I did get the avatar and the gem and a load of gems. I did make the mistake of claiming before I got maxed out both sets, but even then it pretty much said you had to have at least tried both sets in order to get the border, and I never got the border, but honestly, it's a border. Don't care. Don't forget to do the Memento Shards. It's hidden away in the events, but you can pick up another free copy of the Spear of Leonidas. And what else was there? These were pretty good value as well, actually. I was surprised at these. These were good.
You went to the same place as me then, just the first two. Thanks very much.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, those two were nice. It was like 13 ancients, really, really cheaply. So
yeah,
worth doing. And there's another three. There's another three there. Woohoo! So that gave me up to 145, and I haven't even claimed my.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, ticking away towards my that target of 180 ancients now. Like, everything is good. Everything is good. I will get there, maybe. More excavation. There's plenty of those about. Solutions to those about. Yeah, plenty going on in the game. I think the event's going pretty well. It's good fun. I think other than Discord events, I would have preferred a little bit more to be happening in this second week, because there's really nothing happening between this week and the 31st. So I guess it's because the update's coming to global, and they needed to make sure that there was the opportunity for it to take place, and
everything was stable for it and things like that, without any other new things going on.
Oh yeah, I said I was going to run the auto on Gear Raid 3, showing off the aspect of Silas. Let's see if they manage to update my auto, or whether I'm going to have to redo it.
Redo it.
Probably. So pretty straightforward, going with Lady Alex, and there's Silas going in his aspect form. Pretty hard to see. It's more obvious when he's got the spawns out.
Is this 324? Is it? Is this your 324?
It's 324. Yeah.
Who are you using on the right?
On the right, I've got Kai. And on the left, on the right, I've got Alora, and on the left, I've got Kai. I like using Kai because he does his damage up to marksman when he uses his ultimate, which basically just boosts everyone on the damage on the pitch, and it just makes things a little bit easier for everybody.
How was your Lady A? How far leveled up is she?
She was A0 at the time of recording. I have just made her A1 this week.
Okay.
So I've got no Apex coins at the moment. But yeah, I think it's going to make a big difference to people dealing with those mobs in the middle. That aspect is going to be a good thing for the people. It's going to make things a little bit easier, and then obviously you're going to have the magical one for later on. So, and the thing to remember about this is going to be a unit which is going to be doing during its ultimate. It's going to be doing 100% magic damage ignoring all armor. This is going to be the cheapest single target mage you can get, who is going to do absolute chaotic damage to anything which is in heavy armor. Yeah? So bear that in mind. A strong marksman with 12 cost is as good as any single target mage, if not better.
Be better than a lot of mages, yeah. Yeah.
Right. Anything else to add? I think we're kind of wrapping up.
No, I think that's it from me. Yeah.
Cool.
So far, so good. Quite enjoying it.
Yeah.
Event going well. Yeah. I'm all happy.
Excellent. So that's it from us on Wars Going On, and we will see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.